Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 8 Episode 23. Tell All No Limits Part 4. So, yeah, we're almost done guys, we're almost done, we are almost done. So, we're just gonna get on to it. So, we left off last week with Rob and Sophie arguing in the hot tub. Sophie brought up that Rob had asked a girl out to dinner or something, left a voice note for a girl going out to dinner and everything, and then he gonna try to deny it and stuff. And then so the episode started, we're still in the hot tub, and they're just arguing back and forth about it. Sophie claimed that Rob asked the girl out or whatever and everything. Rob told this girl that maybe we could get dinner, but he also told Sophie that he wasn't attracted to her and everything. And so and he told Sophie, even you would know I wouldn't be attracted to that girl. And he was like, maybe we could get dinner, but that's all it went, and we never did anyway. And so they're arguing and screaming back and forth. And then Sophie and the girls go inside, and Liz had asked Sophie, do you have the voice note of Rob asking that girl to dinner, yes or no? And she said, yes, I do. And then pull it out. And Rob's like, yeah, let's pull it out. She didn't have, Sophie didn't have the freaking voice note, but then she's going to call her mom. Her mom answers, it's 5 a.m. here. And she asked, Mom, do you have that voice note of Rob asking that girl to dinner? And the mom said that she deleted it or got rid of it or something. Oh, really? Mrs. I can't stand Rob. I hate Rob. Rob the knob and everything. You're going to actually posting everything, all his personal business on Facebook, but you delete that. Yeah, because I don't think it's true. I don't believe Sophie for one bit. So, Rob told her, you're being you're freaking manipulative and everything. And so, once again, they're just screaming at each other back and forth. We didn't get nowhere with Rob and Sophie. And it's just a constant bickering with them two that we've seen all season with them, that they're arguing over petty stuff. They're not letting go of anything. And all of this happened even before they got married and everything, years before and everything. Rob admitted that the worst thing he did in this relationship was ask another girl to send her more inappropriate photos and stuff. He acknowledged that. He's like, I acknowledge that and everything, and let's move on and everything. And that was a couple years ago. It was before we got married. So, and I'm not saying that's right, but, I credit him for acknowledging it, basically. So it was just a lot of screaming back and forth. So everybody decides, Ashley just told him, let's all go to bed. This is a lot. We've seen Rob talk. He had a nice little heart-to-heart with Manuel. Manuel just told him basically be happy and stuff and everything. So we all go to bed, and then the next day we get ready for the last day at the studio, Tell All Part 3. Or Tell All Day 3, excuse me. So everybody's riding back to the studio and everything, and getting dressed and getting ready and stuff and whatnot. And they asked the cast to get ready to go to set and everything. Before that, it was quiet. There was no Angela and Michael. There was no screaming and hollering in this episode. Well, there was, but not with Angela and Michael. Yeah, Gina said, yeah, it's been kind of quiet this morning. So they all go to set. And Sophie asked the producer, I don't really want to sit with Rob and everything. Can you get me another chair or something? So they took the sofa away from Rob and just let him sit in separate chairs and stuff and everything. So they started to tell all. They started day 3, and Sean the host asked, what's going on, Rob and Sophie? Why aren't y'all sitting on the same sofa like y'all were? And Sophie explained what happened the night before and everything. And Jasmine made a good point with Rob and Sophie both of them are looking for the sympathy card. They're all looking for like who's team Rob and who's team Sophie and everything. And and that was a good point that Jasmine made. Like, it's not about being Team Rob and Team Sophie. They are fighting over like nonsense things. Sophie, like, I was not a fan of Rob at first. I really wasn't, and I'm still really not. But in the last few weeks, like at least in this season of Happily, I didn't like him during the 90 days. He grew on me here on Happily Ever After and everything. But like, he's not wrong, because Sophie is still out and like not gonna live with her husband. She needs to live with her husband. She's afraid to work out her issues with him and everything. And like every time he speaks, she interrupts. Every time she speaks, he interrupts, and she gets mad about that. But she be doing the same thing and stuff. And then she gonna secretly tell him, "Oh, I blocked you on my social media and stuff." That is some kid stuff. Like, she is 20. I mean, I guess she's 25 now, but like she's in her mid-20s, and that's just like childish behavior. You are married and you're blocking your freaking husband. Like, that is some childish nonsense, in my opinion. So, that was just that. Like, I'm tired of Rob and Sophie. I'm just glad it's almost over with them. So then we get the tell all started again, and now next in the hot seat is finally Lauren and Alexi. So Lauren and Alexi, they talked about the big discussion with Lauren and Alexi was that mommy makeover. Some of the they had a really like mixed feelings like on it. Like, Ashley and Jasmine like really was team Lauren on why Lauren did the makeover, because they want to feel good about she wants to feel good about herself. And, Jasmine wants, of course Jasmine does all those surgeries anyway. And they talked about how much it affected Alexi and everything. And I had said this, Alexi didn't get a good edit, because like they think that him like taking over while Lauren was recovering, like he would be a better father. Well, Alexi should be he's already a good father and everything, but he should be like equally cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids, because that's just what a partnership does. It's not just one-sided. He's really like old school, and I was wrong on something. I said, like, I thought in Israel they were a little bit like us when it came to that, but they're not. and that's my fault with that, and I apologize if I offended anybody with what I said in a previous video. But Alexi has that old school mentality where like he believes that the woman is cooking and cleaning and he works and whatever. But it's not like that here in America, So they brought out Lauren's mother. Lauren's mother has been something else like in the last couple of years and stuff, especially on her own spinoff show. She was a little bit extra, but Lauren's mom came out, and like Sean asked Lauren, like, "Are you done with the surgeries?" And she made Lauren stand up to show everybody like what she had done and basically and everything. And Lauren said that like she like really wants to get like a little like another surgery done. They talked a little bit about the body dysmorphia or whatever it's called and everything, and like she asked if the surgery helped with that, and Lauren said yes and no. She said it's just not something that's going to go away, but it did help a little bit basically. So they showed the scene when Alexi was complaining about being Lauren's cheerleader. Remember that? Remember a few weeks ago when that was the thing and stuff? And like the cast, like, told Lauren, it was just in the heat of the moment. Like, he didn't like mean it as it sounded, how it came out like that. He's just like basically overwhelmed with everything going on and stuff and everything. And then like, it was a pleasant conversation. I think that like I think Alexei is just tired. He in this whole throughout this whole tell-all, Alexei to me just looked very, very tired. So I didn't even think he even wanted to be at the tell-all, and we're gonna get to that in a minute too, with them too a little bit. But he just looked very tired and everything. So they didn't get much grief, but they seem to have like a good support system, and then the big question was asked by Sean. Lauren, Lauren and Lexi, do you guys want to have any more kids? And Lauren said, Lexi doesn't want to, but Lauren said, she does. I'm not pregnant, but I do have baby fever. And and the mom was just like rolling her eyes, like, oh, here we go. And because she even said, if I get pregnant, my boobs are going to get bigger. So that's just one way of having it, because Lauren does want her boobs done and everything. So yeah, I mean, again, Manuel and Rob had told Lauren, the surgery was a little bit selfish. God forbid that it didn't work out, and then Alexia is a single father for 3 kids. Now they also brought up the fact on how single mothers do it. And kudos to all the single mothers that do this. But we shouldn't have a big label, and life shouldn't be just dependent on that. Not every mother is a single mother, and not everybody is going through that, and because there's a bunch of single fathers out there too. Alexi, he's old, like I said, this. I do think this situation helped Alexi, but it's just something that he wasn't used to. And everything. And I think he needs to get used to doing those kind of things than just letting Lauren do all of that, because relationships and marriages are not one-sided. Everything has to be 50-50. That's just my opinion. You can disagree with me in the comments with it respectfully and stuff, but relationships and marriage, especially when it comes to kids, 50-50. So that was Lauren and Lexi. And before I move on to the next couple, when we were talking about the surgeries, Sean had asked Jasmine, and Gino, whether, how do you, about Lauren's surgeries, and are you going to get any more done and everything? And Gino, are you going to be supportive? And Gina said, if she wants another surgery, I'll be supportive. And Jasmine was like, I'm glad you said that, because I was just thinking, Jasmine wants to get a broken rib, a broken rib surgery, to get more butt implants and to get her boobs a little bit bigger. And I'm just like, what in the world? Everybody in the cast was just like, Jasmine, that ain't worth it. That is broken ribs and stuff, that is not worth it. That is not worth it at all. I don't know why you want that, because you already know Gino. She's gonna, because these surgeries cost a lot, and then remember, one of her last surgeries, her ex-boyfriend Dane paid for some of it. So I don't know. I don't know why these 90-dayers feel like they need to get all these surgeries where they look just fine just the way they are. I don't know why. I really don't know why. So yeah, that was that. So after that, the cast took a break, and Angela and Michael come in during the break. Angela and Michael come in, and Angela says she's sorry. She's here to support the other women and everything. She says, it's not fair to me that I keep leaving and stuff. I'm here to support you guys. The women said, thank you, Angela, for that. Then Kobe, my man Kobe, Kobe gonna chime in. Kobe has been the voice of reason, but he done had enough. He's like, Angela, you have disrespected your husband so much, and even a fly can't respect him and everything. And she was like, that's your opinion. And he's like, I can't continue to allow this to go on. And then she's like, I don't care about your opinion, Kobe. And then she starts yelling at Michael, see how you're not defending me? Tell him to hush and everything. And Michael's like, Kobe, it's okay. It's okay, Kobe. Like, and she's like, I'm not here to fight with anybody, Kobe. Jeez. And everything. And we'll get to that in a minute, too. but... So there was that. Sean told Angela, the PI, you missed it, but the PI said he didn't find nothing on Michael. And she's still saying, well, 2 weeks is still not enough. But Jasmine made a good point to Angela. She's like, you know what, Angela, should be a new opportunity for you and Michael just to basically start over. That's my honest truth. Just start all over, and that's it. So yeah, that's all we've seen from Angela and Michael. So then now we finally reached the last couple, and it's Ashley and Manuel. It's their turn in the hot seat. Now, y'all know how I've been feeling about Ashley and Manuel throughout the last 9 months, basically 9-10 months. I think they were really weird. Ashley drove me crazy. Manuel drove me crazy. There were parts in the season, if you guys go back in previous videos of mine, so I really did not feel like covering them. I just spoke about them briefly. So it's time for their segment. And the big thing with Ashley and Manuel throughout the whole season was money and sending money to Ecuador for the kids and stuff. You know, throughout the season, Manuel was secretly sending money to Ecuador to help his kids. Ashley knew about it, but she didn't know the extent of it and stuff. The big thing they talked about, they also brought out Ashley's sisters, Jasmine and Cece, and they asked them, are you like hiding your money? And Manuel said that he had like, if you give me like $200 or $100, I'll save 50 of it, use 25 for something, and then save the rest. No biggie. Okay, yeah, no biggie. Now, the big topic, there was 2 big topics with this. The first big topic with them was, why isn't Manuel learning English fast enough? Because, like, everyone said he has plenty of time. You know, like, Patrick was really, like, Team Manuel on this, but, like, wait, not on this, but, you know, the whole cast was, like, was grilling Manuel about how you should learn English, because even Ed had said this best. Ed said, like, Manuel, you speak, if you learn English, you're gonna be more effective in the workforce here in America because you are bilingual and stuff. They asked them, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, like, how's your English? And he said a 1 and stuff. Now, Ashley is feeling like, you know, all this time that she's doing paperwork and working out, he should be learning English. Now, Ed and Liz feel like Manuel is just being lazy because Ashley's doing the most. And but everybody else thought that Manuel, that Manuel is just, you know, a little shy, a little scared with it and stuff. I think it's a little laziness. So then they also talked about his paperwork. Ashley has gotten his paperwork started, and kind of similar to Gina and Jasmine. But I mean, it's not completed. She don't have his work permit paperwork done and everything. And, you know, there was a big discussion on why isn't he doing it, or why are you taking so much time with it? Now, Patrick called out Ashley about this, like, why are you like, they talked I'm sorry, I'm going over the place. They brought up that scene when they went to the post-nup lawyer, and then they found out Ashley's $100,000 student loan debt and everything. Patrick asked, what's more important, that post-nup or getting his paperwork done? And, Ashley wouldn't answer the question. She kind of got like a little snippy with Patrick. She was like, it's like my way, like, because Patrick kept on saying, I did Thais's paperwork like right from the jump, like, and everything, instead of Emily and Kobe. Kobe said that he did his own paperwork with everything. And she said, whatever works for you guys. I understand you guys did it quicker and everything, but I'm not that way. Could I've done it sooner? Yes, but it also takes two to tango. Manuel should be trying to help just as much, and he's not doing anything, basically. So, like, Manuel starts crying, basically, and like he does miss his family back at home, but like he really wishes Ashley was a little bit more like supportive with that, which she is, but like she feels like that Manuel needs to do a better job of letting her know like what's the money gonna be set for. Ashley starts crying because she felt bad because there's kids involved, that they already took their father away from them and stuff and everything. So like we just went through this whole back and forth about him not speaking English and his paperwork not being done and everything. Like, I think, me personally, I think they're both at fault. Now, Ashley, I give Ashley credit. She's been working out. She's lost over 100 pounds, she said, at everything. Manuel's frustrated because she's spending a lot of time at the gym and everything, and they could be done with the paperwork by now and everything. Because Manuel does want to work. But he said that if he don't get to work soon, he does want to move back to Ecuador and stuff. So, again, it was just a bunch of back and forth with that and everything. And, we really didn't get nowhere. But the last question they asked was, Manuel, are you still committed to stay married to Ashley? And he said, maybe. Now, that was messed up. That was real messed up. You're supposed to say, yes, this is my wife. I love her. We have our problems. We'll work through it. He just said, maybe. Worst possible answer you can get. Ashley is still holding out hope and everything, but I don't know if Manuel doesn't seem like he's really understanding like what's at stake and what's he here for and stuff and everything. He's here because he loves Ashley and he married Ashley. That's the main reason for coming here. But he's not understanding that. The foreigners are, because we know Jasmine is going through this. The foreigners feel like that the Americans like really hold out on the paperwork because they think like once the paperwork is done to get their green card, they're gonna leave and divorce them. And they think like we're holding it against them because of our own insecurities and stuff. Some may do it, some may don't. But people can easily get out of something that they really wanted to, and everything. But she did make up a good point. Like we can't be insecure all the time, and we have to always just like trust our partners and stuff, unless they fully give us a reason not to trust them. So that's just that. But again, we really didn't get nowhere. Like, man, all this time, Manuel is playing games or watching streaming TV on Spanish streaming services. He could be learning English, and he doesn't want to take any more classes. Thais says she went to school and she learned English and everything. So, like, I don't know. Patrick was more on Manuel's side. Everybody else was, Emily saw it both ways. Surprisingly, Angela was, she was so mean to Ashley in the beginning, but like she understood what Ashley was trying to do and actually stuck up for Ashley. I was a little surprised about that. She does that all the time, Angela. I remember last year on Happily Ever After when she got in Yara's face, and then later, and like she's like, then she was really nice to Yara. She was really nice to Yara on the last resort and stuff too. But yeah, that's where we left off. So then now the studio part of the tell-all is over. We are officially done with the tell-all part. 4 parts. We got through all the couples. It's done. But we ain't done yet. So we wrap up the tell-all, and everybody goes back to the green room. They get dinner before they go back to the house. Before they go back to the house, Sophie had brought up the fact that why didn't Lauren and Alexi segment nobody like get any grief from us and everything, you know, and I guess Lauren had talked a lot of crap on Thais, like during Pillow Talk when Thais was in her 90 days and stuff and everything. And they showed some clips of it. It just showed Lauren just saying that she likes John. It didn't show her talking crap about Thais. And so Lauren and Alexi come out and say that they came out with a suitcase and be like, hey guys, like we have to get back home. Our kids, they don't have school the next day, and we had the babies, the parents have been with them all weekend and stuff, and they need us, so we gotta get back. Why is Sophie? So Lauren starts giving everybody a hug, and Sophie and Thais gave her a half hug, and she called them out about it. Okay, so I got two half-ass hugs. So like, what's going on? And Sophie was just like you guys are just leaving after your segment. We all have to stay here. Why can't? And Lauren and Lexi tried to explain, because we have kids and we need to get back to them. There's no school the next day. Then y'all just hear us. And she's like, well, why don't y'all just get a babysitter? Emily's here and she's pregnant and she's got kids. It doesn't always work like that, Sophie. Quit being you're such a kid. Acting like an immature kid and everything. And then Thais gonna jump and said, do you guys think you're better than everybody? And Lauren was like, oh, whoa, let me sit down for this. Y'all got something to say? Because I got 5 minutes and everything. And that's where we left off. And I'm just like, unless something happened behind the scenes, I don't really understand what they're talking about. Lauren has always been Lauren. Lauren was nice to everybody the whole time, except for Ed, which I don't care about that. Like I said, Alexi was tired, been tired the whole time. I don't understand why Sophie and Thais decided to come after Lauren like that. I thought, and judging by the previews, Lauren must have been like really bougie and said something that irritated everybody and whatnot. But she didn't. They're going home to their kids. Trying to get a babysitter for 3-4 days is not easy. Someone who doesn't have kids will never understand that. So if he doesn't have kids, so she didn't understand that. Thais has a kid. I don't know what her deal is. But and I would like to know, I would like to know what did Lauren say to Thais talk on Pillow Talk. They showed some clips on Pillow Talk during Thais' 90 days. She just said that that's not nice to say about to your boyfriend's brother, and then Lauren just said, I like to hang out with John. So that's not talking crap about you, Thais, and stuff. I may have to rewatch Pillow Talk from that season just to see what really went. See if I missed something from then. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that was it. That's where we left off. We'll have the continuation of that. So judging by the previews of next week, and here's what I know for next week. Rumor has it that part 5 of this is going to be worse than part 2. Y'all remember a couple weeks ago, like when we did part 2, how that really shook me up. I guess part 5 is supposed to be worse. Judging by the previews, it looks like Kobe and Angela are going to really go at it and stuff. Angela's going to really square up to him and stuff and act all like she's from the hood and stuff and everything. And, Michael, I think they're all going to have to be separated. Michael, is trying to, say, Kobe, calm down and everything. Angela's calling him the B word and everything. And it's just going to be bad. That's just going to be bad. Then the cast is gonna head back to the house for one final night. I guess Gina and Jasmine, they were doing so well, but now they're gonna go back to Gina and Jasmine mode and everything. And I also saw the description for next week. I guess all the couples are gonna be taking a lie detector test. Oh, oh, shoot. Stuff is going to come out on that. And the description also said Michael has an update about his relationship with Angela. And I think finally it will probably officially be announced, like, to the TLC public what's really going on about him running away from home and stuff after the tell-all and everything. So I'm here for it. Next week is the last episode of Happily Ever After. And then 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from today, we'll have the premiere of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. So I can't wait for that. So anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap The Other Way. We got one more episode left, guys. We could do it. We could do it. One more episode left of one more part of the tell-all. It ain't really gonna be a tell-all. It's just like them hanging out at the studio. They're done at the house. They're done with the studio now. Now they're just hanging out at the house. I don't know why we need this fifth part to show that. Don't know why, but it is what it is. So we're almost there, guys. We can do it. Just one more episode. We can do this. We could do this. And then we hit B90 with all new couples. I'm ready to talk some new couples and everything. So like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow to recap The Other Way. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 50 subscribers, guys. Channel is growing, guys. Once we get growing, then I'll be making some changes here on the channel as well. So I just thank you guys for your continued support. You know, like I said, I like this to be like a safe place, a safe recaps and stuff. You're not going to see me, unless it's like really outrageous, you're not going to see me like dig deep and just find some gossip on these couples and stuff, like the Angela and Michaels and so forth and all that. You know, I just like to do these recaps. And when things come up that is like really talked about, like the Angela and Michael thing, then I'll talk about it on the channel. But until then, I just stick to the recaps. I don't care what's going on behind the scenes unless it's outrageous. So I just hope you guys respect that and honor that and remember that. So anyway, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.